Hey guys, welcome to the Catway. So in this video, we are going to solve a few problems on general problems on TSD. Okay, so let us start with the first question. So a car can cover 90 kilometers in 3 hours. If its speed is increased by 15 kilometer per hour, find a time taken by it to cover the distance. So it has been said, now what you have to do is you have to go just read the problem. See, it has been said that if the speed is increased by 15 kilometer, that means we need to find the speed. Now for finding the speed, what do we need? We know that speed is equal to distance upon time. So when speed is equal to distance upon time, so we can calculate the speed. So distance is 90, time is 3 hours. So the speed will come out to be 90 by 3, that is 30 kmph. Okay, so this will be the speed. Now it says that the speed is increased by 15 kilometer per hour. So plus 15 kmph. What will be the new speed? The new speed will be 45 kmph. Now it says find the time taken by to cover the distance. Now distance will remain the same, 90. Now the speed is 45. So the time taken will be 2 hours. Okay, because speed is equal to time is equal to distance upon speed. So time will be 2 hours. So that was we were asked to find the time taken. Let's move towards the next question. The second question says that Ashok would reach his office 15 minutes early. Now see, here it has been given 15 minutes and here it has been given early if he walked at 4 kmph. Now this is in minutes, this is in hour. So the first thing and the basic thing is to do is to convert it. Now either you convert this 4 kmph into meter per second, okay, but that is going to be a trouble because 4 into 5 by 18 would be a is going to cause a issue. Okay, it will be in decimals and then it will cause a problem. Instead of that, we can convert these 15 minutes into hour. We know that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Sorry guys, 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So that means 1 minute is equal to 1 by 60 hour. That means 15 minute is going to be equal to 15 by 60 hour. That means it is going to be equal to 1 by 4 hour. Okay. So that means we can write that 15 minutes in terms of hour, we can write it as 1 by 4. After that, he says that he would reach it 45 minutes late if he walked at 3 kmph. Now 45 minutes also convert it into hour. This time it, sorry guys, this time it will be 3 by 4 hour. Find the distance between his house and the office. Okay, so now see, now the most basic thing in this is that we have been given that if he walks at 4 kmph, he reaches 15 minutes early, and if he walks at 3 kmph, he reaches 45 minutes late. Now what is going to happen is, see, the distance in both the cases is going to be same. Okay, distance is going to be same. So what we can do is we can equate the distances. Okay, so let's say the actual time taken every day is x. So time taken is x. Now in the first case, distance is equal to speed into time. So in the first case, what is going to happen? The speed is 4 and the time is x. Early, that means from x, 1 by 4 of the hour will be less. That means x minus 1 by 4. Whereas in the second case, it is distance is equal to speed into time, and this time the speed is 3 and the time is x plus 3 by 4. Okay, so what we can say is this one is 4x minus 1, whereas this one is 3x plus 9 by 4. Now we have to equate it because distance in both the cases is same, so we can put them equal to each other. So if we put them equal to each other, let's see what do we have. 3x plus 9 by 4. So it will be x is equal to 13 by 4. That means the value of x will come out to be 3.25. Okay, so this is the time taken to reach. Now we do not know his actual everyday speed, so what we will do is we will calculate x minus 1 by 4. That means we will subtract 1 by 4 from this, and that means x minus 1 by 4 will come out to be 3.25 minus 0.25. It will come out to be 3, and with the speed of 3, he with in 3 hours he walks at 4 kmph. So multiply this 4 into 3 and you will get your 12 as your answer, and that will be the correct answer. That is the distance between his home and his office. Let us move towards the next question. Okay, a car covered a certain distance at 90 kmph and returned back at 60 kmph. Now here see, covered a certain distance at 90 and returned back. The case which I told you in the previous video that from Delhi going to Noida and from Noida coming back to Delhi, the distance remains constant. Just the difference is that the speed in both the cases, that is going speed and incoming speed, are different. So what we can apply is we can apply the direct formula of 2xy divided by x plus y. So what will be the case? 22 into 90 into 60 divided by 150. Let's calculate it. So this will go 2 times, this will go 5 times. Okay. This is 90. Okay. This one will go 18 times. 18 into 2, 36. 36 into 2, 72 is what will be the average speed, 72 kmph. Again, a very easy question. Now let us move towards the next question. The next question says that find the time taken by a 200-meter long train at 36 km per hour to cross a boy standing on the platform. So now in this case, see, here it is saying that cross a boy. Now boy is a very small object in front of a train. A train is 200 meters long, whereas a boy is barely 2 meters long. Not even 2 meters. He is absolutely going to be 1.7, 1.8 meters long. Okay, so we will not consider him to be his distance, his total distance to be anything. Okay, we are not going to consider it anything. The only distance which we consider in case of a train crossing a boy is the length of the train, and that we will consider as the distance. Okay, so this is the basics of questions based on train. So what will be the distance? The distance here will be 200 meters, because the boy is a stationary object and in a negligible object in front of a train. That's why we will not consider his total distance. Okay, we will not consider it. We will only consider the distance of a train. If in this case it would have been a train and a platform, that means there is a train and then there is a platform, then we would have considered distance, total distance of both of them. But in this case, what is happening, that there is only a boy standing and the train has to cross this boy. So that means we will only consider the distance of the total length of the train as the distance. So now we have distance of 200 meters. We have speed of 36 kmph. Now again, you see this one is in meters and this one is in kmph. So we have to convert kmph into this thing, meter per second. So how do we do that? 36 into 5 by 18 is what we do. So this will go 2 times and the answer will be 10 meter per second. So that means the distance is this and the time speed is this. So the time taken would be time is equal to distance upon speed. So it will be 200 divided by 10, that is he will take 20 seconds. Okay, so this will be the answer, correct answer for this question. Let us move towards the next question. Find the length of the platform for which a train 400 meters long. Okay, now see, here it is saying that platform is to be crossed and the length of train is given. Now as I have told you before, that in this case platform is not a very small object as compared to the train. So the total distance will be the total distance of the train plus the total length of the platform. So the total distance which we are going to take is the length of the train, that is 400 meters, and plus the length of the platform. Let's denote it by P. After that, it says that it can cross in 40 seconds. So that means the time is given to us as 40 seconds. Acha, this one is in meters, so both are in same unit. Okay, then it is 45 kmph. Now 45 kmph we have to convert speed of 45 kmph into meter per second, because others are, these two are in meter and second. So we have to do 5 by 18. So what we will do is this will go 2.5 times. If this will go 2.5 times, the speed will come out to be 12.5 meter per second. Now put it in the formula. Okay, so speed is distance is equal to speed into time. So what will happen? What will happen is 400 plus P will be written equal to 12.5 into 40. Now we know 12 into 12.5 into 4 is 50. So this will be total be equal to 500. So this will be 400 plus P is equal to 500. And that means the length of P which was asked to us, the length of platform, will be equal to 500 minus 400, that is 100. So this will be a correct answer for this question. So that's it for the general problems on TSD, guys. So with the help of these, this was just to tell you how to approach the questions. If you are comfortable with this, you will be able to solve all the questions, because if the basics are clear, each and every question can be solved very easily. Okay, so I hope you have understood all the questions well. So thanks for watching the video. Let's continue it in the next video. Thank you.